Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love is Blind, Season 6, Episode 2.
This is Episode 2. So I told y'all in Episode 1 that we are releasing 2 episodes a day on Love is Blind so far. There will not be a third episode released today. Today as in Friday, right? Or if you overseas, whatever day it is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It won't be released today, but we going to try to release 2 more episodes tomorrow. At least one, because we do Ready to Love.
Yeah.
So we probably got to do Ready to Love and then one episode Love is Blind. So at least look for one episode for sure. You get what I'm saying? But today there will be no more Love is Blind episodes today. You ready to get into this?
I'm ready.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's go.
The guys are talking about their connections.
Yeah.
Jeremy, 31, is on a date with Laura, 33. Laura shares she had OCD when she was younger. If she's in a messy house, the last thing she'll want to do is be intimate. And thankfully, Jeremy is a clean guy, and he says his house is immaculate.
How the hell are we supposed to know that? Listen here. If I was on this show, the lies that I would tell everybody on this show, it'd be crazy. I guess I wouldn't be one of the guys taking it serious to Blair's point, right? I'd be okay. Sorry.
Well, Sarah Ann is 29.
Yeah.
She has a date with Jeremy as well. Sarah can see them in the future having date nights, morning workouts, running errands together. They might even chill at the house and talk. He wants them to buy a house together rather than just one of them moving into each other's places.
Yeah.
And he could see a future with Sarah.
What do you think about that? Basically, the idea of, hey, just so something could feel like it belonged to both of us, we just move into a whole new house. We could play the whole, like, where does the couch go? Where does the TV go? Where does the bed go? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I feel like that's good. Only thing is, she said she was renting, and then he said he had a 4-bedroom house, and then later on, which was in the next second, he revealed that he's renting too. If you already bought a house, I'm moving into your house.
Wow. Okay.
We are not buying a whole new house.
We got a freeloader. We got a freeloader over here.
You're going to let me do my thing if I want to style some things or whatever, because you love me.
Okay.
But no, we do not need to go and put a house on the market if somebody has already bought property.
This sound like a stick up.
No.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know why he's revealing that in this process. I really don't, unless this is his serious connection. And I'm like y'all already talk like this, like I'm selling you a dream right now.
Pretty much.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not. So basically, even when they tell us what to connect on, people still don't follow the rules. I'm still selling you something besides actually telling you about myself, or actually like trying to learn about you more than the sense of like, you know what, if we get together, you know, I rather us get a house for ourselves and things like that. Like, okay, propose to me first. Yeah. And then we can talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Amy and Johnny.
Yeah.
So her family celebrates Three Kings Day in January, and apparently it's mostly a Spanish thing. It's a cultural thing.
Okay.
And he starts singing the Three Kings song that his dad sang to him when he was a baby. They go through some question cards, and her biggest fear or worry is about her brother, something happening to him or something happening to her dad, because he is autistic. And if something were to happen to her dad, she would need to be his full-time caretaker. And she wants the person that she's going to be with to know that she might be a caretaker, and that, you know, he tells her that if he would have known 2 weeks ago, he probably would have wrote her off. But this process is really changing him.
I tell you this, it ain't changed my mind. Deuces. I got 2 more days, maybe 3 more days less than that. If you telling me you going to be a caretaker in the future and I don't see you and things of that nature, blessings to you, prayers to your father, prayers to your family. I need to hurry up and find a woman before the 10 days is over. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, come on, Miss. I don't want to hear about your kid. Come on now. If you basically telling me you going to be a caretaker, that basically mean like he may have to move in with us.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
I married you in 10 days.
That's true.
And now your dad living with us.
I don't know. Caretaker just hits different to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just hits different to me. It just makes me feel like you're a responsible, loyal person who will do anything for your loved ones.
See,
so that's how it comes across.
Here's the thing.
It should feel that way for a child too, but for some reason it don't hit the same.
Exactly. I'm about to say, like,
for some reason it just doesn't feel that way. I don't know.
I give you insight. When me and Blair first got together, first met and all that stuff, I was my father's caretaker and things like that. I would take care of him. But I made it very clear to her on the first day, on the first couple days, that if you ever put me between me and my father, having to choose between you and my father, you will lose. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's not what she said. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She basically said, like, you know, I may have to take care of him in the future, things like that. Basically, he may have to be with us.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, for the guy, if Blair was to say, well, if since you're going through this serious thing, I feel like you should be focused on that, I'm out, I would have been like, cool. Because I gave you the ultimatum of, like, don't make me choose between the relationship and my father and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I'm like, with him, he should be like, hey, I don't know if I should want this because, number one, I know y'all going to hate me for this. This is the second episode of me saying this. I haven't seen you.
Okay.
like I haven't seen you in this connection. Even though I'm building something emotional, with a wall between us, it's solidified once I see you.
Right.
So I'm like, you got to give me something before you bring your daddy with you too as well. That's just my opinion.
And just share a little bit more into the insight. Like with Chris being a caretaker of his father, that was not a deterrent for me. Because I'm like, if something happened to my family member, my father, my mother, I would be doing the same thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't still want relationships or things like that. And Chris, he was able to manage it pretty well as far as, you know, spending time with me, talking to me, all this type of stuff. So it didn't feel like I'm with somebody who doesn't have time for me.
But let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
If the shoe was on the other foot and we first met and you was the caretaker, I want to continue on with the relationship.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, brother, you got 2 days left.
Okay.
Hurry up and connect with somebody.
You know, it's different for different people.
Yeah.
So that's fair. Anyway. So, AD is upset.
Okay, AD.
She feels like an idiot.
Yes, you are.
And she doesn't believe anything that these men say.
What? Why wouldn't you believe what I say when I'm talking to a room by myself?
Matthew has said the exact same things to Amber that he told her.
Yeah.
And she's trying to figure out what game is he really playing.
I'm playing Love is Blind game.
It's not a game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is people's lives.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Clay is someone that she typically fall for, but he's a work in progress. Clay has said that he's not a good person.
Yeah.
AD can't move forward with him if he doesn't want a long-term serious relationship.
Who was that other black person she was talking to?
It was another girl who's on the show. I didn't catch her name.
Yeah. She was talking to her.
Yeah.
And she was like, look, at least Clay is honest about not being a good person. See, look, women will
Don't choose a bad person.
Women will give you points. No. This is what I'm talking about.
Believe people what they say about themselves.
No, this is what I'm talking about. She said, well, at least he's honest. He said he ain't a good person. You know what? He is forthcoming about that. And guess what? AD did give herself I don't want to say respect. Respect is the wrong word. AD did admit, there we go, that she do have a habit of fixing a brother.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Putting that cape on, saving a brother. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you know that about yourself, AD, you got 2 days to find 2 new connections or 1 new connection. I know somebody who need a new connection in 2 days too because his connection, she's a caretaker in the future. Maybe y'all can connect real quick or something like that. But the fact that she's even contemplating these 2 bad decisions, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
She's contemplating Matthew or Clay. I'm like, neither of them.
Yeah.
Pick somebody new, but that's just me.
Well, when AD goes on her next date with Matthew, she actually confronts him about what she heard.
This was my favorite scene.
Matthew says it's not true. He didn't say the same things to Amber. He said a lot deeper things to AD. He wanted to call and tell his mom about AD, and AD really likes him a lot.
Keep the lie alive, brothers.
He says his feelings haven't changed for her. He knows when he walks into this room, he feels his heart beating out of his chest, and she feels the same. AD is having connections with other people, and that bothers Matthew.
Yeah.
But Matthew would be willing to break it off with Amber. If he had to make a decision today, he would choose AD.
Now let's read this scene just a little bit for 2 minutes, right?
All right.
AD walks in the room. Matthew walks in the room. AD confronts Matthew, and she basically says what Amber told her. Yeah. Matthew guesses correctly. He was like, are you talking about Amber? Right? And then he begins to walk around the room with his head up to the sky, basically trying to think of the next lie.
I think this is a good time to say gaslighting.
No. It's definitely gaslighting.
Yeah.
Because guess what? In order for the bomb to go off, the love bomb that I threw on you, I gotta gaslight it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now it's about to blow up,
All
right?
right.
So how can he? This is the thing that kind of boggles my mind while watching this. Mm-hmm. How can he say that it's not true what I told Amber when you came to me and told me verbatim what Amber told you that I told her?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He basically was sitting there holding his head like this is a lot. You know, he was buying time. That is a what's the thing? That is a move we do. We buying time because now we've been exposed.
Like when you say, "Who's this in your phone?" You say, "Huh?"
Or something. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, listen here. That "huh" may only last a millisecond.
But it got your thoughts together.
But that's all I need. That's all I need. I just need that "huh," and then the minute you repeat the question, guess what? I already got my lie. I already got my lie. So he just needed a "huh" moment to basically say, "Look, I didn't tell you exactly what I told Amber and things of that nature." And then he just started adding more lies. I told my mom about you. I'll break it off with Amber and things like that. And she's seriously there just like thinking about it. You get what I'm
she
saying?
really got played the fool in that moment.
I mean, come on now.
It's like she didn't want to believe what she heard the first time.
No.
Like he was actually able to change what she thinks she heard. That's crazy.
No,
that's crazy. You are not going to tell me that the sky is green when it is clearly blue.
I can though.
But I will not believe it.
I can though.
Anyway, so AD and Clay. Clay apologizes because he knows this process has been difficult.
Yeah, he basically said, like, I know this is supposed to be a way for us to emotionally connect.
Oh, yeah.
So,
he was apologizing about trying to get her to talk about her physicality.
Yes.
He just needs someone to believe in him.
Ooh, well, come on, Clay and Matthew. They're running a 2-man blitz on this poor girl, man.
AD says the beauty in him is that he is open compared to the other guys she'd usually go for. He's like them, except he's open. AD is sharing with Clay the Matthew situation. Clay is not sitting still. He's up, moving around. And Clay asks, so are you feeling me or not? Because what you're telling me has nothing to do with me.
Stop right there. Right? I don't even know why AD played herself right here.
I don't know why she talked to him about that. You've got plenty of girlfriends to talk to.
Because she said, I have another connection. Right? He said, who? And she told him, which I don't know why she felt the need to tell him after he just came at your physicality the day before or whatever, that it's Matthew. Matthew don't converse with nobody in that lounge. He had to literally think, who the hell is Matthew? And then once he figured out who Matthew was, he started storming around the room.
He told her she's going to regret it.
Huffing and puffing. You get what I'm saying? Tell me, that's not a good guy. Hey, Clay, you're soft. Clark Kent, Superman got you all startled. It got you all immediately it went to, okay, then what do you want to do now? Pick now. I'm like, what? Hold on, where all this aggression coming from?
Really?
Where all this insecurity coming from?
What is going on?
Actually, it comes from the first episode, if y'all go back and watch that, to where he said that every girl he wanted, they didn't want him. Because you never got the it girl. You may put on as if you're the guy. You may put on as if you're popular. You may put on as if you're the ladies' man, but you never got the lady you wanted. So now you feel intimidated and you don't want to compete, but you're on a game show. I'm very confused by that.
Okay.
He know the premise of the show. He know the premise that, hey, if it's your connection, it may not only be your connection. It may be somebody else's connection. And he immediately puts it on her, the onus on her, like, hey, what are you doing here? You're playing with me? And that's probably why you never got the it girl. Because
he's too sensitive.
If you want the it girl, you got to be ready to fight for the it girl.
Yeah.
And things like that. Not even before you get with her, but while you're with her.
And my thing is, like, it's one thing to be sensitive.
Yeah.
And feel things, which is fine. I really do think it's fine for people to feel things. But you have to be able to control your reaction. I don't like when people just pop off the handle, start yelling, get angry, and start saying, well, what you really trying to say, getting all upset when you hear she crying, even though I wouldn't want to hear what she crying about either. But you don't have to act like that towards her. So I think just the lack of control over himself and his reactions is just very
But upset over the premise of the show. She haven't done anything.
She hasn't
done anything to disrespect him. She knows that when he goes into that lounge, I don't know why he thought that like, oh, this is my girl.
80 only talks to me.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, she has a day full of dates.
Right.
She has dates that we don't even see on the show.
Yeah.
I think they talk to everybody and they just show the connections.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't know why he thought that, like, hey, you know what? You should talk to that guy. And guess what? That's player hating right there. You should talk to that guy. He's a bad guy. So go ahead, Blake. Continue on for where you said Clay told her that she will regret the decision going with Matthew.
Yes, and he says he's trying to be understanding, but is really messing with his ego.
Yeah.
He needs her to take some time to figure out what she wants to do. And, they're just kind of sitting in there, and he's like, well, I need some reassurance. Because she's like, do you want an apology? Like, what do you want from me? He said, I need reassurance. So she says she came in here raw and honest, and she apologized to him. And he tells her that he is rocking with her, and they're still good.
Yeah.
He wants to make this work, and he'll see her tomorrow. AD is in the pod breaking down crying.
And that's why AD's the villain. That's why I said, listen here, she's the villain.
She could have done a whole wall slide, and I would have been like, oh my goodness.
And that's what I'm saying.
The dramatics.
Even at
both of these guys are trash.
Dang, come on now, stop it. Okay. Even though, like, he tried to calm himself down, the damage is done. He basically said, look, man, I don't want you to go to sleep thinking about this. We good. You know why his ego is hurt? I'm going to take it there because it's Black History Month. I'm going to take us there, Blair. I should have worn my dashiki today.
Okay.
Because he knows AD is black. We can recognize a black voice and things like that. And the fact that she has a connection with a white boy.
You think that's it?
It hurts his ego. Because he don't know nothing about Matthew. Matthew ain't making himself open to anything.
Yeah.
Matthew's in the corner, literally saying nothing to nobody, drinking water and things like that. Even though we seen in the cut scenes and things like that, when Clay comes in and he sits down and he talks amongst his brothers, you get what I'm saying? He just eyeing Matthew. Matthew ain't doing nothing to nobody. You get what I'm saying? Matthew just a tall, buff guy. You get what I'm saying? I think his ego that was hurt was that, like, yo, you're probably one of the only black women here and things like that. Maybe one of three. And you really going to connect with, like, this white boy over me? That's what I think.
But I think it's also a character thing because, like Clay says, like, he don't talk to nobody. He stay to himself. He's just like, the guy's not charismatic. The guy's not fun. The guy's not any good personality traits. So he probably is trying to rack his brain to be like, what does she see in him? Well, you're not going to see it because he ain't talking to you.
And then on top of that, she don't see, like, exactly. Like, it's a wall between us.
Yes.
He's probably not charismatic to you, exactly, because you're not on the other side of the pod.
Exactly.
Come on, man. and that's why Clay is soft. You disappointed me, brother, on Black History Month. You should have been more confident. The minute that she said Matthew is her connection, even if you knew all those things to be true, you should have been like, look, you should have reassured yourself and reassure her that, hey, you know what? I want to apologize for yesterday. I was wrong. And then get to know her. Yeah. You made her cry.
Yeah, to me, like, and I also feel like he needs too much reassurance.
Yeah.
And, like, he's like, I really appreciate you saying you want to get to know me. That's what I'm here for, to get to know people.
It's in my contract. Okay.
And, it's nice that he can be appreciative of that, but I'm just like, he's putting too much weight and for somebody to build him up. Like,
question, though.
He needs to, like, find some security in himself. So
I have a question, though. Based on what we know about the show, about how they basically keep him there all day, they get him unlimited liquor.
Yeah.
Liquor all day. No, y'all don't get no sandwiches. No, y'all don't get no crackers to soak that liquor up. We gonna give y'all gummy bears on top of the liquor.
You probably gonna have brunch and dinner.
Right? You get what I'm saying? My thing is, do you think liquor played a part in any of these things happening like this with Clay, maybe AD, Matthew,
maybe some of the reactions.
Okay.
I don't think for Clay's reaction, because I feel like he's kind of been like that the whole time.
Okay.
But with AD and how like emotional she's been, I think maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little tipsy.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if she was like 100% like sober, maybe she wouldn't be as emotional, because I feel like she's had moments of clarity to where she was like, okay, this guy is just not it.
Yeah.
But then sometimes she gets emotional. So I think maybe a little bit. What do you think?
I think liquor plays a big part. That's why they give unlimited liquor and give y'all one sandwich in the morning and that's it. I think liquor play a big part. And I'm like, if that's what we know behind the scenes, then what is this how is this emotional connection genuine?
True.
You get what I'm saying? Nick and Vanessa, I'm looking at y'all. Feed these folks, man. Okay.
AD shares with the girls that the guys made her cry today.
Oh.
She tells Amber that Matthew told her, that she would leave with him.
Yeah.
And Amber is totally shocked.
Yeah.
Clay tells the guys that he was blindsided by AD's connection with Matthew. And he doesn't like having competition with other men who he pretty much implies that's not his caliber.
You know what was funny about this?
What?
There was a white guy sitting next to him, right? And he was like, look, man, I'm paraphrasing. He said, it's one thing, no disrespect. If she was to say, like, she liked you, he tried to play it off.
Yeah, he'd be like, respect.
No, he tried to play it off by basically saying, I know, like, you're a good guy, so I can respect that.
Yeah.
But no, when you say no disrespect, and then after that and say, if he would have liked you, if she would have liked you, basically he's feeling like, if she would have liked you, I can beat you.
Right.
And things like that.
The dude with the glasses.
Yeah, the dude. Exactly.
Not the big, strong.
It's funny. They both wear glasses, but they look very different.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Matthew, listen here. Matthew is a handsome white guy.
Yeah.
Right? If you was to see him without hearing him talk, he does give off this little Clark Kent personality because he has muscles, but he don't. There's a difference between guys who have muscles and wear clothes to basically show their muscles, basically let them know, like, hey, I work out, I have muscles. And then there's guys that, like, Matthew has muscles, but he don't wear clothes to show.
Right.
He let.
That's just how the clothes fit on his body.
It just fit. Exactly.
It just fit like that.
Exactly. So my whole thing with that is, when he said no disrespect to that guy next to him, which I don't even know his name, let's call him Dave, right?
Okay.
When he said that, he tried to cover it up by saying, see, like, you're a good guy. I can respect that. No, you meant to say, like,
I can beat you.
Exactly.
Right.
But it goes back to your point, Blair, about how he talked about he needs reassurance. How do you feel like he's not in your caliber or not the caliber of guy that you are when you haven't said a word to this guy?
Yeah, you do not know this man.
This man walks around as if he don't see none of y'all. And I don't know. And the fact that he was intimidated by this guy, it made me feel so disappointed.
And that's what I really felt like. I feel like Clay is really intimidated.
Intimidated by this white man on Black History Month is crazy to watch. It is crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. Because I'm like, Clay, what's wrong with you?
Okay.
Like, yo, you soft, bro. But whatever.
Well, Amber and AD are comparing notes about Matthew talking about wanting to talk to their dads. Yeah. Amber starts crying and feels really bad, and she thinks that it's time for her to bow out.
That was strange.
I thought that was really strange. I'm like, Amber, fight for your man. Is that who you want?
You're about to say.
May the best woman win. Why are you bowing out? But no.
I bet if Amber saw him, she wouldn't have bowed out.
I believe you. Yeah. Well, Brittany, 24, and Kenneth, 25, are talking. Brittany used to be a teacher. Kenneth is currently a principal. She loves God, and Kenneth wanted to spend more time with her once she revealed that to him.
I like Kenneth.
Yeah, he seemed cool.
Yeah.
So life grew Kenneth up quickly. His biological mom passed away when he was 12 due to cancer.
Same.
Yeah, same. Her father, same for you. Sorry.
I'm about to say, like,
I didn't mean to say.
I'm about to say,
like
did your mama pass?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say, thank you. Leave us alone.
Okay.
Please.
Her father passed away when she was 5. He was an alcoholic.
Not saying.
Right.
Okay.
He was an alcoholic, and his liver and pancreas couldn't handle the drinking habits. Brittany wants to be led and to be submissive. He wants to have at least 2 kids, and he is open to twins. Her mom, well, actually, he said I think he said his aunt was a twin or his mom
Yeah,
was a twin.
so I think they both. I think she wants twins.
Her mom was a twin.
Okay,
and I think he said his aunt was a twin.
Yeah, it was something across the lines of somebody said they wanted twins. I think I heard somebody say they wanted twins.
I told you exactly what was said. She said, "Would you be open to twins?" He said, "Yes, my aunt is a twin."
Okay.
And then she said, "My mom is a twin."
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that last part, but I understand.
About her mom being a twin?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
and let me tell you how I know.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter
because
I'm trying to get off these people. like I'm trying to get off these people.
Her mom had a twin. The twin got into a car accident when they were 29. The twin flew through the window of the car and was rolled over by the car. And then she had Brittany.
This got dark really fast.
And then she had Brittany the mom had Brittany on her birthday. So the mom has never had to have a B-day by herself. Because when her sister died the next year, she had her daughter. So, beautiful.
I guess.
Next, Amy and Johnny.
Thank you.
They're having a sushi date. He says, "I love you." She says it back.
Oh my gosh, stop.
They started talking about like fitness and healthy habits, and
stop.
Pretty much he just says he wouldn't want to change her.
Stop. It slipped out. Mm-hmm. If you behind that wall and somebody said, "I love you," will you accept that? Will you believe that?
Maybe I'm just a skeptic, but I would be like, ugh. That's kind of weird. You don't know me.
But apparently, people just accept it because they say, "Of course, I'm lovable." And I'm like, how are you? It's 10 days. It's not the 10th day.
Right.
So they over there talking about "I love you" and things like that. And just like a woman, she comes in there. Guess what, guys? He said he loved me.
Yeah.
And they all like, "Oh my gosh, you're the winner of the pod for this week," and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Right. Mm-hmm. Moving on, Jimmy and Chelsea.
James.
Yeah, they both apologized to each other. I don't know why she was apologizing.
No, she needed to apologize
for dumping something on him.
For telling me about your kid.
Okay, no, Chelsea was apologizing about talking about her marriage.
Oh, okay. But is Chelsea the one that also got the baby too?
Jessica is.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Jessica needs to apologize to that man.
Okay.
Jimmy. Okay.
Well, Chelsea asked if he wants to talk about the divorce that she had, and he says it's not a deal breaker. And she's just happy that they can be real, they can move on, and he likes that she's always laughing. And it comes out that people tell her that she looks like Megan Fox, and he is all smiles now.
Listen here, don't lie to that man.
She said it's just the hair and the blue eyes.
Then pick somebody else, right? And guess what? I think, truth be told, actually, this just reminded me of the scene because we watched this episode separately. Mm-hmm. That would have been a cool question to get an idea of what you look like.
Yeah, who's your celebrity lookalike?
Exactly.
That's a better way to.
That's a better way to say, do you got ass? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's more tactful.
Of course, I would have lied and said Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but that's not the point, right?
Because you're in here literally just playing the game.
Yes, I am. I'm playing the game, right? But that's why he was like, he said, "Can I marry you now?" Because in his mind, he's thinking he got Megan Fox, but you don't.
Right.
You just have
Chelsea.
Chelsea with dark hair and blue eyes.
Right.
That's all you have.
Yeah. Well, Jessica is crying in the ladies' lounge.
Matter of fact, who is your celebrity looking like? If you have one.
I've heard Sinclair from, what is it?
Talk into the mic.
I heard Sinclair from, what's that show? The black show?
Living Single?
Living Single.
Really?
I only heard that one time though. And I was just like, I can kind of see it.
Okay. I don't see it.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
What about you?
I have a couple. I have Jaleel White. I
don't see that. Maybe the eyes.
I have Jaleel White. I have Dwayne Wade. And of course I have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
That's the one you put on yourself.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Anyway, so Jessica is crying in the ladies' lounge.
Yes, Jessica, go home, baby.
She is missing her baby.
Go home.
And her next date is with Jimmy.
Yes, go home. Okay.
Jimmy gets asked in the men's lounge if he's ready to be a father. No, he's not. He tries his best to answer it. He said he's ready for marriage, but he doesn't know about the father piece. He says, but he thinks he can. He wants a family.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you answered that so nice.
I want my own, though.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, Jimmy and Jessica. Jessica is in the pod crying about her daughter, about how she's missing her, but she's been looking forward to talk to him. He says, you can always lean on me, and he asks, what is the daughter like? He don't care.
That's crazy.
What is it like? And then she shares that the daughter is really beautiful. She's witty. She's kind. Her daughter has all the best parts of her. And he asks her if she wants more kids. And he says, because it's important to my family for me to have children. And Jessica says that she would love to. Jimmy's oldest sister is adopted, and he is one of 6. And apparently his adopted siblings' father passed away, and his mother kept her.
Yeah.
So and also his father's ex-wife or widowed wife.
The
father passed away. So anyway, both spouses passed away. That's how they became with each other. So her mom was the stepmom of her husband's child. Look, I know y'all got that. No, if you didn't, watch it. Go watch the show.
They just connected on adoption,
right?
Because she had her baby at a age that didn't make her legal yet, right? If she wasn't adopted, then she wouldn't be able to have her. She wouldn't be able to be the guardian of her child,
right?
And things like that.
Yeah, and she was adopted at 16.
Because she was adopted and things like that. She was able to have her child and things like that,
right?
And keep her child. I feel like you took us somewhere that I don't know where we at.
I was trying to connect the dots,
but I get
it was a little zigzag.
Yeah, exactly.
But
but watch the show, as Blair said. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
But that was pretty much what Jessica shared. Her bio parents struggled with addiction. She was put in foster care at 4. Then she was able to live with her dad for about a year and a half until he committed suicide. And then she was back into custody. Oh, maybe I should have. Sorry. Trigger warning. Custody.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, she was adopted and got to keep her baby.
Moving on. I'm waiting for you to get off these people, please. I'm about to say thank you.
It's a lot. Anyway. Chelsea and Trevor. They talk about their sleep preferences, cold with the fan on, TV, no TV. And she guesses correctly that he has a mullet, and they are both really intrigued by each other.
Yeah, she said, I picture you as a big buff guy with a mullet. I say, brother, run away, she's a witch.
Okay.
Okay? That's how I feel.
Amy and Johnny. So he got her flowers.
Of course.
And they feel like they've become each other's best friends.
Of course.
He asked for 2 promises. He needs her to tell him if he does something wrong so he can correct it. And he wants it to be both of them as a team, not letting people get in between them so they can grow old together.
What a way to waste 2 of your promises.
Johnny gets on his knee and proposes. She says yes.
To a wall.
Yes. Because that's what the show is.
Okay.
AD is not feeling Clay yelling at her. And she's not feeling how Matthew was playing on her hopes and dreams. Well, Matthew and AD are back together.
Yeah.
Matthew says he has been going through it.
Yeah, he sound like he crying.
Amber left.
Wow.
He's thinking it's because of him. And AD said, well, that's pretty audacious of you. She's like, people leave for their own reasons. I don't know why she left. You know why she left, but whatever.
Actually,
liked her responding that way.
Actually, she was the one that said, is it because Amber left? And he was like, yes. I don't know what's going on with Matthew in this scene, but go ahead, Blair.
Yeah. He's crying. He says that America loves a good underdog story or comeback, and he feels that he has America on his side.
What are you talking about, brother?
AD is like, look, I'm putting all the lights and cameras to the side because I want to go through this process to find love because I've seen it work before.
Have you?
At least once.
Okay.
Matthew doesn't like how AD is sounding and needs her to be honest with him if she wants to move forward with him. AD admits that she has another connection.
Yeah.
Matthew thinks she's amazing, but it's not fair to her that he can't commit to the plan that she wants, which is what, marriage, which is the reason we're all here.
I don't
know what he's talking about.
I don't know what Matthew talked about either. He just sounded like a blubbering mess. She even asked him, she's like, are you crying or are you sick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He says that he is done with the process and he apologizes. He says everything he said he meant. He knows that she wanted that moment, I guess the proposal, and he cares about her and wants her to be happy. AD says, you sound devastated. Is it because Amber's gone? And Matthew's like, yeah, I feel I've broken someone's heart on national TV.
You talk about TV.
And I did the same thing to you yesterday, not realizing you're doing it right now in this moment as well. Matthew said America's going to be watching. AD tells him that she's going to head out.
Okay. Listen here. I'm Superman. I can't. Superman looks bad right now. Right?
He has to come from the ashes.
You know what I mean? Superman looks bad, and I can't have America look at me and see Superman as bad. Matthew, you went out so sorry in this moment. I don't even know what you was on, for real.
And when he was leaving, he was like, I got to go get Amber.
What? You don't even know what she looked like.
He tells the guys, I'm gone. I'm going to get Amber.
And, of course, when he walks in, Clay looked over there just looking at him and things like that. I'm just like, oh, my goodness, Clay.
Yeah. About that scene, I really was just like, I mean, finally somebody broke it off. I wish it would have been AD. Like, she would have got her wits about her. But, I mean, yeah.
And guess what? At the end of the day, Clay, you are the second option. She probably going to settle for you.
Yeah.
She's probably going to settle for you.
And I think you're really going to disappoint her.
Wow. Okay.
Clay does not seem ready for anything serious to me at all.
Who knows?
We'll see. Anyway, Johnny and Amy, since he proposed, they are about to do the reveal, and that is where we leave off.
So if I propose to you, that's when I get to see you?
Yes.
Okay, so I can propose to you on the first day, and I get to see you as soon as I propose.
I think you have to wait a while.
Okay.
Because Matthew kept saying, like, we could leave right now. And I'm just like, well, why don't you just propose and then you get to see her and go on a honeymoon with everybody? So there must be a certain day, like the 10th day or maybe a couple days before, where you can actually propose. So I don't know.
What are your thoughts for this season so far? Based on the foundation that we have so far.
It's holding my attention. I think we might have a couple genuine couples. And we'll see. That's pretty much. I'm really interested to see how this Clay and AD situation goes. I mean, I feel like Clay will propose to AD, but I really think it's just going to be like crash and burn type situation.
Now, question.
Which is awful because I would love to see them in love, but he just seems like a lot.
Clay and AD?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Clay don't deserve her because he's soft.
Okay.
Right?
And then also with Jimmy, I don't know who Jimmy's going to pick because both of these ladies have a history.
Don't pick Jessica.
So I think he's going to pick Chelsea, but I think Chelsea likes Trevor more.
Jessica needs to go home and be with her child. Yeah. Because she's crying.
And then just date the normal way. You're a beautiful girl.
Yeah, well, okay, sure. Yeah, I think she needs to go home. So far, I see they go make the show about AD.
Right.
And things like that. I don't want her with Clay. Now I have a question, and then we out of here. Because Matthew left the show, she would never know what Matthew looks like until the reunion.
He might come around. Sometimes during like the mixers and things like that, they bring people who they've had connections with just to kind of stir things up. So he might come around.
Is there such thing as someone leaving to go back to going to another person?
I think people have tried, but I don't think it's ever been really successful.
Okay, well that's what I think is gonna happen. I think they're gonna bring Matthew back. Matthew's gonna apologize to AD because they trying to make this like wrestling.
Yeah,
they making it like Clay versus Matthew.
Okay,
I think she's gonna see Matthew, and she gonna see how he wear long sleeve shirts and he wear long sleeve pants, but it just fits him well. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And she's gonna be like, oh my goodness. And Matthew will come apologetic. You know what I'm saying? Very apologetic. And she gonna be like, oh my goodness, I want you, Matthew. And things like that.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna be a disappointment too.
And I feel like if she does that, she'd be a big disappointment to Black History Month.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Okay. That's how I feel.
All right.
Anything else on this episode, Blair?
That's all I got.
There will not be any more Love is Blind episodes today, as in Friday and whatever day it is overseas.
Yes.
Okay. Look for us tomorrow. We will have all 6. I think they released the first 6. We will have all 6 episodes done for y'all before the next 3 is released, for sure. Though.
Absolutely.
Y'all ready, Blair? I mean, not ready, Blair.
I guess we're ready to go.
You ready? Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Okay, y'all be good.
All right, bye. All right.